Because yesterday afternoon, a noose was found hanging in the garage stall of Bubba's race car.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's no way around this. This is white privilege. This does not happen for a black man. No experience whatsoever on any level as a coach, and you get the Brooklyn Nets job?
Steve Nash is getting a lot of hate for being white and getting the Nets head coaching job over some strong black kings. Clowns like Stephen A. Smith are calling it white privilege. These affirmative action clowns seriously believe that because the NBA is 80% black, that 80% of the coaches should be black too, as if there's some connection between being able to jump high and being able to think strategically and being able to lead and communicate. These black supremacists will proudly brag about how blacks are better at basketball than whites, while pretending that whites couldn't possibly do anything better than blacks, like coaching. And Steve Nash as a player was two-time MVP. That means he was better than every single black player 2 times in a row. I wouldn't be surprised if wackadons like Stephen A. Smith actually believed that Ty Lue or Mark Jackson or Jack Vaughn were better NBA players than Steve Nash. That's how this retarded black supremacist ideology works. Remember when the Knicks drafted Porzingis? Stephen A. Smith was apoplectic.
Because we recognize that we have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived by Phil Jackson and the New York Knicks. You got Willie Cauley-Stein. You passed up on him. You got Justice Winslow, who I think is the steal of the draft. You passed up on him, okay? Stanley Roberts out of Arizona. You passed up on him. That's just to name a few. And why did you do this?
Remember when Stephen A. Smith was blaming Kyrie Irving's dysfunctional leadership on Gordon Hayward?
If you're talking about this series, I got no argument for it. Because I expected Kyrie Irving to be a hell of a lot better than somebody who's shooting less than 40% from the field and 24% from three-point range. That is awful. Kyrie Irving has not delivered the way I anticipated he would deliver for this series. But for the season, my attention is focused on 2 people, Brad Stevens and Danny Ainge. Danny Ainge definitely had a part to do with Gordon Hayward being inserted in that starting lineup. I want everybody to understand where I'm coming from.
Remember, Stephen A. Smith attended an historically black college where he was indoctrinated in this crap. And I love watching the NBA destroy itself. Reminds me of what happened to Detroit and Baltimore and South Africa.
Together, I find that to be a huge plus, not a minus. And if the ignorance has to showcase itself, and if the ignorant has to showcase themselves in order for this to happen, coming out of the dark, to me, that's a cause for celebration. Marcus?
All of NASCAR's drivers have rallied around Bubba Wallace, the NASCAR Cup Series lone black driver, after what happened here yesterday afternoon. The drivers, led by reigning Cup Series champion Kyle Busch in green, and their crews, the entire garage area has rallied around Bubba Wallace and the number 43 today. Because yesterday afternoon, a noose was found hanging in the garage stall of Bubba's race car. In the NASCAR Cup garage area, a secure area where access is limited to competitors, officials, and track staff. A despicable act by someone flying directly in the face of NASCAR's efforts to build a culture that is diverse, equal, and welcome.